Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everybody's having an amazing Thursday. Tonight, we are talking about habits, 6 real life habits that are actually the foundation to what I call the freedom formula. And truly, what it is a way to break free from dieting for good using simple science backed strategies that are actually going to work, which will make losing weight actually a byproduct of just being healthy. So, I am so excited for this evening. Thank you again so much for joining me. Let me get my windows set up real quick. And one more. All right. Let's go ahead and get going. All right, so again, welcome. My name is Amber Contreras. I am a certified health and lifestyle coach. I am a former chronic dieter turned freedom seeker. After 18 years as a classroom teacher and having spent decades on the dieting cycle, I discovered that true transformation doesn't come from restriction. It comes from giving your body what it actually needs. So tonight, I'm going to share the 6 foundations that helped me and countless others finally break free and feel good again. So go ahead and drop a 6 in the comments if you are ready to hear about those 6 foundations. Right. So the first thing I want to do is ground our work tonight in a little bit of facts. So the weight loss industry is a $30 billion industry. And yet, 90% of the people regain weight. And they often feel worse in the process. I can't think of one industry that thrives with a 90% failure rate, except the diet industry. Diets, they focus on the wrong things. They focus on short-term results at any cost, and they don't focus on long-term health. They don't actually teach you how your body works or how to fuel it for real life and for the rest of your life. So if you felt stuck or tired or like your body is fighting you, I want you to know it's not lack of willpower. I know you were told that, and I know that it feels like it, but it's not. It's lack of support. Because most diets ignore the roles of blood sugar, hormones, stress, and your unique physiology. One size does not fit all. So tonight, I'm going to invite us to shift that focus from weight loss to health. And by doing that, we're going to let weight loss be a natural byproduct of the healing that leads us to health. Real sustainable change is based on 6 foundational habits. They are nutrition, sleep, supplementation, hydration, stress management, and movement. And when these work together in a synergistic manner, your body feels safe. When your body feels safe, your metabolism starts to heal, and you finally start to feel like yourself again. So I'm going to break down each one. So let's start with the first one. The pillar that I personally believe is probably the most important because it really moves the needle the most is your nutrition. Your body is a fuel as it goes machine, just like your car. And You know what happens to your car when you put less than good gas, right? Kind of cruddy gas makes it run kind of cruddy. Your body's not any different. So when you fuel your body by balancing each meal with a protein, a healthy fat, and a carbohydrate, and you eat every 3 to 4 hours, you're going to stabilize your blood sugar. Now, I know I said blood sugar, and I'm not talking about being diabetic. I'm just talking about everybody has blood sugar, and every time we eat, we change the level. So when we eat with protein, healthy fat, and a carbohydrate every 3 to 4 hours, we keep our blood sugar stable. There's no spikes, there's no crashes. When this happens, we reduce our cravings, it balances our hormones, and it helps our body start to release fat naturally. It trusts that it's going to get fed, and so it has no reason to hold on to excess calories, which it would store as fat. So there is no counting calories. There's no cutting out your favorite foods. I'm never going to tell you what you can and can't have. I will educate you and let you know the impact of what that might do to your body. And then I'm also going to teach you how you can still keep it in what you love to eat. And so tonight we're just talking about real food that fuels real energy that's going to give you lasting results. So the next foundation is sleep. And I got to tell you, I think most of us treat sleep as a luxury rather than a priority. Go ahead and put sleep in the comments if you're with me. Yeah. So the crazy awesome thing about sleep is that your body heals when you sleep. It recharges. In fact, those charging stations that you can lay your phone on. I was talking to my husband the other day, and he's like, "Our bed is like our charging station," and I was like, "That's genius, absolutely." That is when we recharge. Our hormones are going to rebalance. Our fat burning kicks in. It's going to calm our cravings down, and without quality sleep, you're going to find the exact opposite. Your metabolism is going to slow down, which means you're less likely to burn fat and more likely to store it. And I'll tell you, even the best meal plan won't stick with poor sleep. So aiming for 7 to 9 hours and really making sleep a priority is so paramount to your overall health, the way your body is able to function during the day, which includes not only your cravings, but your mood, your energy level. It's really when your body heals. And so not getting enough sleep gives it a chance to not do enough healing. All right, so the next one I want to talk about is supplementation, supplements. And quite understandably, they've gotten a bad rap, and some of them have absolutely earned their bad rap. So you have to be very careful with the supplements that you choose, making sure that it's a reputable company and the way that they make them is very clean. With as little processing as possible. So I would encourage you to do your research. The reason that supplements are important is that even if you're eating a completely clean diet with no processed foods at all, today's food supply isn't what it used to be. Our bodies are very often missing key nutrients due to a combination of factors: stress, modern farming practices, and age. So supplements shouldn't be about quick fixes, but they're about giving your bodies the tools that it needs to run efficiently and heal deeply. It's kind of like a puzzle. If you're missing a few pieces here and there, those supplements are going to fill in where the pieces are missing so that you have a complete picture. All right. This one is either a big duh or oh my gosh, not again. And here's what I mean by that. Hydration. Water is not optional. It's essential. And yes, I know it doesn't have any flavor. It's not as good as the soda that you're drinking. I get it. But dehydration slows your metabolism. It affects your energy and it triggers hunger. So most people, because we don't, as a society, typically prioritize water, they're walking around chronically dehydrated. So aim for at least half your body weight in ounces of water. Again, that soda you're drinking, while liquid, does not qualify as water. And if you're moving, like exercising, walking, have a little bit more. Hydration helps everything else work better. It's going to help with your energy level, your stress level. And when you sit and take time to have some water, you can also take time to breathe, which is good for all of your systems. All right, so that brings me to stress, which is why that whole sitting down and just chilling to have a glass of water can be really helpful. Your body can't heal when it's in survival mode. Chronic stress raises your cortisol, which raises your blood sugar, which makes your body release more insulin. And when your body releases more insulin, it starts to store fat. It also has a huge impact on sleep, cravings, and energy. So really managing your stress isn't just a bonus. It's literally a building block of true health. So if you're feeling some pretty constant stress, daily grounding practices, I don't mean you have to meditate. Now, if you meditate, I love it. I would do it. But if that's not your thing, breath work, journaling, spending time outside, or calling a friend on the phone. Those few things that you intentionally do to give yourself time to breathe can shift everything. Finally, I want to talk about movement. This is the 6th foundational pillar of what we're talking about tonight. Put move in the comments, because I want you to know that movement is not about burning calories. It's about building resilience. Movement supports your mood, strengthens your body, supports your blood sugar stabilization, and tells your body it's safe and it can thrive. Movement can be a lot of different things. Walking counts, stretching counts. You don't have to spend hours in the gym, but you do need to be intentional because it all adds up. And something to keep in mind, that 10,000 steps is actually science-backed. Now, I've seen ads that say, figure out how many steps you have to walk to lose 20 pounds. That's not a thing. It's definitely not the only thing. You can eat fast food all day and walk that many steps, and I can guarantee you're not going to lose 20 pounds and you'll be less healthy. I digress. If you get up every morning and go to the gym, or you stop at the gym on your way home from work, amazing. Good for you. And also know that if your job keeps you sitting at a desk in front of a computer for most of your 8-hour day, that's a sedentary lifestyle. So getting up during the day, walking around your cubicle, if you work at home, walking around your house, even setting a timer for like every 30 minutes, getting up and walking around, grabbing a drink of water, that would be a great idea. And taking some deep breaths will help keep you hydrated, moving, stress less, and it'll help break up your day a little bit. Just food for thought. Now, one thing that I hope you've noticed as I went over these 6 things is how intertwined they are. Every single one of these pillars, nutrition, hydration, sleep, supplementation, movement, and stress management, all help with overall health, with your energy, your mood, the stabilizing of your blood sugar, and all of that leads to your body being the healthiest version of itself. Healthy bodies don't hold on to weight. Weight is your body's reaction when it feels unhealthy, when it feels like it needs protection. It will store fat to protect you. Now, physiologically, kids pretty much the same as adults. We're just a lot older. So everything that we just covered, it works for your kids too. Just like how we fuel our bodies affects our mood and our energy level, our kids and how they fuel their bodies impacts them as well. After spending 18 years in the classroom, I have had my fair share of classroom meltdown experiences. Let me tell you, most of those meltdowns, after school crashes, and behavior swings are blood sugar related. When we feed our kids a protein, a healthy fat, and a carbohydrate every 3 to 4 hours, which is not legalistic, but as close as you can get, they're going to be calmer. They're going to have the capacity to focus and be more resilient. And keep in mind, not one of these things is about perfection, but it's truly about building awareness as a family on how we can all grow healthier together. So it's not about cutting everything out, but it's about building balance into what they already eat. Now, I'm not saying that there should never be ice cream. I love ice cream, right? But when we do have ice cream, what are we doing before and after? What are we having to eat? Did we have a nice protein and healthy fat, and then ice cream was for dessert? And are we going to go for a walk or run around after dinner? Kind of things like that. So it's not that you can't, but if you plan for it intentionally, and yes, there'll be surprises, that's no problem either. But as much as you can, plan intentionally, you can really help yourself and your kiddos keep their blood sugar stable, which is going to keep them feeling amazing. So I invite you to take a look at these simple swaps. One side is things that kids eat on a pretty regular basis, and then the swaps that could definitely substitute and might be just as fulfilling and absolutely healthier. And I'm guessing that you may also find a few that look pretty good to you too. So freedom is a lifestyle. It's not a quick fix. That is why diets fail, because they give you rules that you can't break. And if you break them, you have failed. They give you rules instead of foundations. Foundations that you build upon to build a lifestyle where perfection is not the expectation, but 1% daily intentionality, that's the goal. So the Freedom Journey framework isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about building habits that work in real life with real families who have real schedules. And this is how lasting change actually happens and can be there for a lifetime. Thank you so much for coming tonight and listening. If any of this spoke to you, I'd love to help you take the next step. Whether you're ready for personal coaching or you're curious about what your body needs or just want to keep learning in your own time, there is something here for you. You can book a free discovery call. We can chat, you and I, about your goals and your struggles and what freedom with your health could actually look like for you. Or if you're not sure where to start, take the free metabolic assessment. It's a quick quiz that gives you real insight into what might be holding you back. And if those are a little bit too fast moving and you just want to keep growing and learning on your own, I'm launching a podcast on Monday, and I would love for you to subscribe. It's going to be called Today, How Can I Help? You're going to hear real talk and real tips every week that meet you where you are. So no matter which one you choose, I want you to know that you're not in this alone, and I would be honored to walk alongside you. Thank you so much for showing up. Whether it's for you or your family or both, this work for you matters. You're breaking generational cycles. You're modeling freedom. And I'm so proud of you for taking this first step. All right, now it's time. Grab your workbook. And if for some reason you didn't get a workbook, email me at coachamber@ambercontreras.com. CONTRERAS. I know I had to practice it a lot before I got married. And it is a PDF, but if you don't want to print it out, don't. Grab some paper to complete the activities. I would love for you to take a picture and share some of your answers on my Facebook coaching page. It's called ambercontreras.com, but it's on Facebook. I know, original, huh? Also, you could share it on Instagram. I'm Coach Amber C. And if you are looking to take that metabolic assessment and meet for a free metabolic review, go ahead and scan that QR code. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful Thursday evening. Have a wonderful weekend coming up. Thank you very much.